This is my reaction to Putri Ariani performing Set Fire to the Rain, originally by Adele. Let's commence.
This is for you, Set Fire to the Rain. I let it fall, my heart, and there's a failure also claiming. It was dark and I was over until you kissed my lips and you saved me. My hands, they were strong, but my knees were far too weak to stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, Putri Ariani just being utterly awesome. She starts, performing, and it's just awesomeness. You are in the presence of greatness. That sort of vibe, ladies and gentlemen. This young performer, so exceptional, so brilliant, so phenomenal. She is so magnificent, ladies and gentlemen. Every performance, just a wonderful showcase for what she is capable of vocally and in terms of her ability to play on the keyboard / piano as well, ladies and gentlemen. So talented, this young lady. Here she is performing an Adele classic, Set Fire to the Rain. I did check out Garish and the Chronicles performing a rocking version of Set Fire to the Rain for America's Got Talent Season 20 in 2025. But Putri and her band here, they're going to give us their interpretation of this Adele song. And I know for a fact that Putri is going to continue her run of brilliant performances. Let's go.
But there's a side to you that I never knew all the things you'd say. They were never true, and the games you'd play, you would always win everybody. But I set fire, watch it burn as I touch your face. When it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name. When I lay with you, I could stay there, close my eyes for you, yeah. Forever, you and me together, nothing gets better. 'Cause that's a side to you that I never knew all the things you said. They were never true, and the games you play, you were always free.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I just shout out the magnificence of this instrumental performance as well? The band doing their job wonderfully. Putri leading the charge, ladies and gentlemen, singing so beautifully. Her voice, ladies and gentlemen, the texture in her voice, the tone of Putri's voice, that, wonderful melodious vibe that she generates with her voice, ladies and gentlemen. It is just so awesome. This is such an enjoyable performer, ladies and gentlemen. When she sings, it is just so utterly memorable. Putri Ariani being brilliant is a fact of life. You know that story, ladies and gentlemen. And on the stage, she is absolutely entertaining this audience through and through. And she is entertaining me as well here with this wonderful performance. Beautiful singing voice. Ladies and gentlemen, Putri is just utterly fantastic.
But I said to the rain, watch it pour as I touch your face. When it burned while I cry, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name. I set fire to the rain and let the walls into the flames. When it fell, something died.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just gotta say, and suddenly there was an aspect of how they were performing this song that just created so much emotional resonance within me. Like, this just made me suddenly so emotional, ladies and gentlemen. The band doing a brilliant job with this performance, but major shout out to Putri and her entire team here for their rendition of the song. It sounds utterly spectacular, ladies and gentlemen. This is music. When music can just absolutely make you feel these emotions, when it just, makes you feel alive, then you know that that music is doing its job, ladies and gentlemen. And that's all down to Putri's wonderful vocal performance on this song. All of the elements here in this performance just utterly brilliant. And I tip my invisible hat. You know what I mean? Putri, utterly brilliant, utterly phenomenal. What a performer she is, ladies and gentlemen. We are absolutely lucky to be able to experience the amazing talent of Putri Ariani. Don't you ever forget that. That was such a beautiful performance. Unbelievable. That rendition of the song, just phenomenally performed by Putri Ariani and her band, ladies and gentlemen. It sounded amazing. Just such bliss to the ears. Just hearing that wonderful sound, that wonderful music drift through the speakers. And it just, like I said, it created such an emotional response in me all of a sudden. The vibe that Putri was generating, that is what was responsible for that. I just felt such emotion. The song was just driving forward in such a wonderful way. I don't know what it created within me. It was just, I don't know if it was a sense of nostalgia or, amazement. I don't know what specifically it was that activated. But Putri and her amazing voice, that is the reason why I just had that response to the song, ladies and gentlemen. It was so brilliantly performed. But, at the end of the day, that is what Putri does so routinely. That is what she does so consistently. Her amazing talent, ladies and gentlemen. No boundaries for this young performer. She can take existing songs and just absolutely transform them into opuses, into masterpieces. She can give you wonderful, amazing, memorable, unforgettable original music as well. Her voice, it just remains in one's mind and memories. You cannot forget this young lady's amazing performances, ladies and gentlemen. And that was another one that I'm going to file away in the archives of my memory. I will remember that brilliant rendition of Set Fire to the Rain. Putri absolutely owning that stage, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely captivating the audience and captivating me as well with her magnificent singing voice, with her magnificent performance abilities. Thank you, Putri. That was stunning. This was performed back in 2024 in Penang in Malaysia. It was utterly brilliant. I hope that audience appreciated that performance, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm appreciating it right here, right now. Putri Ariani is absolutely unbelievable. She is absolutely unforgettable, and she is going to continue to be brilliant into the future. That was simply breathtaking.